Am I live from my phone? Have I ever been live from my phone? Am I just talking to myself? That's always a question. I need to talk about something, and I'm waiting for my daughter, so. Is there anybody there? It's only 8:30. Are you guys in bed? 8:30 p.m. in New Zealand. All right, I'll wait a minute because I have some questions. All right, cool. I'm seeing people. Okay, first off, is anybody else addicted to Pringles? Am I the only one in the universe? Because I don't need a meal. You could just give me some Pringles. I'm an easy date. So the reason why I think I'm addicted to Pringles is because when you're like traveling around in foreign countries and you don't know where food is, you don't know where you can get it, you don't even name of the grocery store, you don't know if one's even around. They all have Pringles. I ate a lot of Pringles this summer. Oh. And now I can't stop. So there's a problem. No, I just had a couple. When my daughter gets here and her friends are going to be here so they can eat them. But hopefully I don't eat too many before then. Okay, and I also got one of these. I've had one of like the mini versions, but of these crunchy bars. And I had one the other day and it was amazing. I'm a huge Butterfinger fan, which this is similar but quite different to the Butterfinger in the US, and that was good. So not opening this till my daughter gets in here, so I just want another bite. Make sure it was like, was that as good as I thought it was? Or was I just starving when I had it? I don't know. Anyway, we need to talk about some real issues. I was just in the grocery store. Tell me if other people are having this experience. So many comments that I have. First of all, I was in the grocery store and I'm in line and it took me over 25. I should have timed it, but I just, you don't know it's going to take long and when you're in the middle of it. But I am going through the grocery store and it's taking me 25 minutes to get through the line because there's two people in front of me. The person directly in front of me was not, sorry, my arm hurts, didn't have a lot of stuff. Okay, families, like couples with some kids together. I'm gonna move my car up a little bit closer. Don't worry, I'm just moving real slow. Don't panic. They freak out about nothing sometimes here. Okay, so I'm done driving. It's okay. Okay, so I'm in line, and these people are like, I don't know what's taking. They're taking forever to check out, and I'm like, hello, hi guys. I was like, what's going on? And they're like, so they paid some with cash, and then some guy got another person to transfer money into his account to pay. I was like, oh. I was too behind, so didn't really notice till, after a while, after we was sitting there for a while, and I was like, oh gosh, okay. So they ended up being able to pay, and that's fine, because I'm like, oh gosh, am I going to be having to pay for everybody's groceries here? Because, what's going on? And the guy in front of me, he was waiting forever too, and him and his wife, or I don't know, sorry, didn't mean to assume, and and they went and they had to do the same thing. Like, he paid cash, and then he realized he didn't have enough money, and then they had to move around money, and it took a while. I was like, okay, so what that tells me is a couple things. Number one, it's not just me that goes and gets that final bill, and it's so expensive. You guys, the food is so expensive. I think everybody is getting shocked. And these people weren't buying, like, the Pringles and the Crunchy bar that I have. It isn't like they're, they had a bunch of, like, these little caramel popcorns. They must have been on sale. I didn't even notice them. But I was like, people are struggling. It's like people are really struggling. I'm struggling. People are struggling. I am just like, oh my gosh. I've even started, okay, I don't know if I'm in Lower Hutt. I don't know if this is the case everywhere, but What's going on with the bread? Why is there no bread in the store unless it's $4.99? Like, I always bought like that $1.29 bread. I just bought the cheap bread. Because it's mainly my kids like it and it's in their lunch. I don't really eat it. So, for like weeks I haven't been able to buy $1 bread. Is anybody else having this? Because I know it's different. I mean, I know it's Pack and Save is Pack and Save. Of course, I'm at Pack and Save. First of all, who's paying for Countdown and New World? Who can pay for that? I laugh when I go through these stores. They're so expensive. I just think that we need to start, maybe I'll start putting out content on some cheap meal ideas. Because I've started doing it. I started making my own bread. I have 2 bread makers, both of which I got at the Op Shop for about $20. And I got 2 because sometimes when I have parties and they all want the fresh rolls and I'll just do that. So, like, it's rough out there, guys. It's rough. And we need to come up with, maybe I'll do some shows on like some of the breads that I make. They're pretty good. I mean, it's really easy and really healthy. And so here's one thing I just a note on the bread. I was in France, Italy, eating all the pasta, the pizza, the baguettes, the croissants, everything, every day, every meal, every day, and lost weight. And I was walking around some cities a lot and others like not at all because we drove. We didn't do the train thing. And so they're making everything fresh. I think there's something to that. I'm not a nutritionist, but I think there's something to that. I think that it's something like it's just healthier. So let's start making bread because if you guys go. If you have a Gilmore's, I don't think that they're everywhere, or like the Moore Wilson is not everywhere either. If you like, get the baker's flour. If you can get baker's flour, it's like finer and like everything you make tastes amazing. It's like the trick, and it's cheap. So I buy like 3 kgs at a time. 3 kgs I think was like $8. So you get 3 kgs and like we could be making bread. Of course, I'm trying to like eat no carbs. So here's the thing. The economy is struggling. The food's expensive. How am I supposed to diet? Okay, I don't like the word diet. That's not the word I mean. But I'm supposed to eat, certain things. All those things are expensive. Peanuts, meat, bacon, eggs are outrageous. We're not doing good here. Yeah, okay, bread is insane. Would love your recipes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just reading the little bread maker book. But like, maybe we need to just work together and start having some. I'm a fighter. Like, I'm not going down. Like, we're gonna make some decent food. We're moving into soup world, okay? We're having soup. That's what we're having. Because you can have bread and then you can have the soup and it'll be delicious. So, speaking of which, no, they don't sell crunchy bars. Okay, this guy's gonna hit me. Do I do something? Okay. Maybe I don't have good. Okay. Okay. Anyway, okay. What is she doing? Okay, sorry. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, so in the month of December, my battery. Sorry. In the month of December, I am doing a collaboration with the city that I'm in, the Laura Hutt Food Bank. And I am going to be going live and baking things for the food bank. Because you guys, the food bank, every day they have no idea if they're going to have any food to feed people. They feed 400 families a week, I think they said. I'll get my stats right. They feed, but wherever you are, there's a food bank. Okay, I know that we're struggling, but there's people that are really struggling, like are actually not eating. And I'm like, so I'm going to do live videos probably either tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to start it. So maybe December 1st. So Friday, I'll start it. And all the money that, people can donate. A lot of times, like they're doing the super chats or whatever, they're giving me $2. All that money is going to the food bank. I'm going to pay for the food. I'm going to donate everything I make to the food bank because they're not going to have they're saying like people don't have have ovens, they can't bake, you know, like it's the holidays, like you should have a cookie. And so I just thought it was a good opportunity. I'm going to go on there, bake some stuff. What's cool about it is you can donate to my food bank. I'm just creating awareness, I guess, that it's Christmas and we should be giving and everybody's struggling. And but the good news is I'm going to turn on the ads on the high mode, because if you watch the full ad, I get money for that. So all the money I make from the ads on those particular videos, I'm going to donate as well, which isn't a lot. Just, I mean, maybe I'm going to make $30, but $30 is a lot for the food bank. And if I could do it multiple times, it would be really good. You lost 10 kgs just by a little bit. Wow, that's great. That is not me. I do really good, and then now I'm eating Pringles. So yeah, so watch for the lives. We're gonna bake together, and it's gonna be good, and we're gonna give back to the food bank, and they're so excited. I just talked with them today, and they're like, that's amazing. They don't get any money donations because they basically barely have enough food to feed the people that come in. And these people, some people don't have food unless they get it from the food bank. So, oh my gosh. And yeah, so that all stresses me out, and we should be giving back. If you're looking for Christmas gifts, not to like totally switch gears, but exciting news, my American recipe book has arrived today to my house. I was so excited. I like ran up to the printer and was like opening the boxes, and like they look great. I have a lot of orders already. So I have very limited that I printed. So if you want one, the link is in the description, and you can, and so some of the recipes that I'll make will be in that I'll make on the live too. And I'll be donating those to, oh boy, I got a lot of baking to do, because you know my kids are going to want certain things at Christmas too. And it's like, oh my gosh, such a good time to be watching what you're eating. So American recipe book. I mean, if you want to give a gift, it was so funny. True story. Picked it up. One of the ladies at the printer was like, could I get one? So I sold one right away. And then I went to Pete's Emporium because I wanted to get some bags, and I had my arms like this of like stuff to ship them, and I put it down, and then my book came out, and they're like, oh, is that you? Because my picture's on the cover, and they were like, what is that? And then like one of them bought one. I'm like, I got a bunch in the car if you want to load up on some Christmas presents. Yes, New Zealand isn't the only place struggling. Of course, I know that. That's why I really like doing the food bank, because my audience is worldwide, and there's a local food bank that everybody can, just be reminded of. That's all. I have decorated for Christmas. We put up the Christmas tree, and we watched a Christmas movie. And so we read a couple lists on like what are the best Christmas movies, and they were coming up with. They kept saying, "Meet Me in St. Louis," and I was like, "Meet Me in St. Louis." Sorry, and I was like, I've never seen that. Judy Garland, and I talked the kids into it, and barely a Christmas movie. Barely. It was pretty good, but it's interesting to see life in 1905. I mean, it was made in the 40s, but it was representing 1905. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at messages. So that's what we watched. And we put up the tree. Our tree is so bad. Our tree is quite sparse, and we just have like homemade ornaments from the kids. And I love it. And I love it. I love that tree. When I was first married, I had a perfectly matching tree. Okay, why can't I go down? Okay. Shop Around the Corner is my favorite Christmas movie. Ooh. Oh yes, I've seen Love Actually. It's not my favorite, but Sheboygan, Wisconsin is in that movie. That's where my husband's from. it's in a lot of movies because it's quite unique. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. So yeah, so watch for the lives coming up. They'll be fun. We'll bake together for a good cause. Oh, Elf is my favorite. It's one of my favorite. There was one last year with, what was it, with Ryan Reynolds, was really good. I don't remember. I guess I gotta go get my daughter now. It's about time. Anyway, I just wanted to know if other people are struggling with the food and like where the heck is. I almost asked the girl, but then I looked at the girl that was checking me out and she was in high school and she's not gonna know. Where's the bread? Why, like, oh, it's rainy and cold and palmy. It feels like Oregon, yeah. Nice. Merry Christmas, Ethan. So yeah, you guys have a good night. I just wanted to come on here and talk about this because, yeah, we need to come up with something. In all my spare time, I worked a lot of hours today and didn't even come close to getting done with so many things. But it's good. I'm happy to be working. I'm happy for, I've kind of tripled up on everything, working a lot actually. But that's okay. Yeah, it's a good. I've already done some Christmas shopping. Have you? Because I'm on top of it. Because if I'm not on top of it right now, then I can't like order the stuff. Like I don't want to go to the store. I do not want to go to the mall. I do not want to go into the crowds. So like I have to order now in order to get it, especially if I'm shipping from Amazon. So, oh, thank you. Lovely to see you too. Everybody's so nice. Everybody's so nice. I mean, I love being an influencer in New Zealand because everybody's so nice. Like even if someone's a jerk on the comment, somebody else goes, "Oh, Copeland's Bakery." I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I'm gonna figure it out, guys, and then I'm gonna tell you. The problem is I don't think like the prices in each region of New Zealand are the same, right? So like if I find a sale at Pack and Save, it's only going to be in my area, right? So, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm glad you guys think I'm nice. All right, you have a good night. I'll see you.